Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can. And I continue with Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition. Let's get out of Feros. And now that I'm done with this place. And I think I'll do some side quests before going to Vermeer. You know, the side quests are pretty boring, I'll grant you that. But I do feel, you know, an internal compulsion to do them anyway. That's kind of the bane of my existence.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Commander, you look pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
The cipher shook me up a bit.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
Do it. Hurry. We don't have much time.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity. That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Come on, get to the point. What did you see?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the Commander's mind is incomplete.
You sure you didn't come across any kind of clue or hint? Something we might have missed?
Everything I saw, you already know. You were right about the Reapers. The Protheans were destroyed by a race of sentient machines. I think it is obvious there is a connection between the Reapers, the Prothean extinction, and the Conduit, but I did not see anything that would help us find it.
What's our next move?
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision. What was there, at least. But something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... Oh. I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Dr. Chakwas should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
We're done here. Dismissed.
I've sent off the Feros report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, Exogeny should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
The Thorian liked to enslave minds. Anyone who studied it would have ended up as one of its thralls.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Admirable. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices. I hope you're willing to do that when the time comes.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
Okay, I'll make rounds throughout the ship. Talk to everyone about the last mission. And then I'll do some side quests before going to Vermeer, which is the next major mission.
Hey, Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my stomach could take it. Hell of a deal you worked out with Jong, though. If I ever get a speeding ticket, I want you to be my advocate.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
We're all in for the duration. You can count on everyone to do their duty.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I just wanted to talk.
Of course, Shepard. What did you want to talk about?
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Okay, actually the amount of dialogue in this game is much more limited than I thought. Like, I assumed they would have something to say after each major mission. But it seems for most of them, they're kind of done.
Hey, Shepard. You need something?
I should go.
See you later.
That's disappointing, to be sure.
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
What for, Garrus?
For everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot. I've thought a lot about what you've told me. About not sacrificing innocence to achieve the goal. About finding the best way through, not just the fastest. And I've been thinking about Dr. Saleon, too. I'd convinced myself that he deserved to die, but then I started thinking about why I wanted him dead. I realized it wasn't because of what he did to those people. That was part of it, but I think most of it was because he got away from me. He escaped under my watch, and I didn't like that. I let it become personal.
Words mean nothing until you turn them into action, Garrus. What are you going to do about it?
Well, I'm going back to CSEC. I think I can make a difference there. I'll also reapply for Spectre training, but I'll do it right. I won't compromise myself to get there. If the people I'm sworn to protect can't trust me, then I don't deserve to be the one protecting them.
I'm glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
Shepard?
Rex?
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
A little spooky how you handle that young guy. Didn't figure you'd know how to speak corporate.
All you need to do is show them how getting what you want gets them what they want.
You make it sound easy. Frankly, I just wanted to put a few rounds in him and leave.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I should get back to my duty, Skipper. Rifles don't maintain themselves. Not yet, anyway.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Okay, it's pretty disappointing how little they had to say. Okay, so let's check out where do I need to travel to get assignments done. Fortuna system. Horsehead Nebula. Okay, where is that? Hard data on Ventania is very limited. When the system was charted by the Alliance surveyor Chohe, only a small unmanned flyby probe was spared for this distant world. It is a small rock and ice planet with trace atmosphere of krypton and sulfur dioxide. Normandy's more detailed surveys suggest the frozen terrestrial may be suitable for mining, while it's largely water ice. Mapping the mass accelerations, the mass concentrations suggests it's a core of pure aluminum. Okay, I can land here. The Magnalis is a rock terrestrial with an atmosphere of sulfur dioxide and trace amounts of helium. Scans revealed ancient lava plains on the surface, implying a geologically active past. The crust consists of sulfur and basalts, but the planet's mass suggests a core of iron and heavier materials. Cursory drill coring suggests the possibility of simple subterranean life. While scanning the planet, you discovered remains of a damaged research vessel. Your recon team found no signs of survivors, but they did bring back a Rockham outpost insignia. Terumlon is a frigid world with a thick nitrogen-argon atmosphere. The crust consists of silicates and various unremarkable ores, but is surprisingly rich in phosphates. Since the atmosphere lacks free oxygen, the phosphates are relatively pure and could be of value in the manufacture of fertilizers and incendiary ammunition. While scanning the planet, you detected a small but valuable deposit of plutonium. Amaranthine is a chilly rock world with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Its frozen surface consists largely of light titanium and aluminum oxides, with deposits of thorium and other heavy metals located in the deep crust. Amaranthine was named by the human poet Sofia Cabral during her tour of duty aboard the Alliance surveyor ship Chohe. Under the dim light of the red dwarf Fortuna, the surface of this world is lit in rich twilight blues and purples even at midday. Okay, there's some ore. You've successfully surveyed a small deposit of iridium. You found an intricate beaded necklace marked with the Galatana colony insignia. It appears to be very old.
Hello again, Commander Shepard. I owe you a debt of gratitude. With my former partners dead, this syndicate is now mine. I could not have done it without you.
I killed them because they deserved it. Now I'm placing you under arrest.
Surely you don't think that necessary. Under my leadership, this organization will restrict itself to gambling and smuggling illegal technologies. These crimes are hardly worth your time. If you press the issue, my assistants are very well equipped to deal with you.
This gang has a reputation for drugs and slaving. It's too late to change that.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps this organization has been so tainted by those two idiots that it cannot be redeemed. If I disband the gang, I walk away freely. I have not come so far to be arrested. I would die before going to prison. I would most certainly kill before going to prison. Now, do we have a deal?
To be honest, I'm tempted to say no, because, like, you know, it's obviously very illegal. She has been involved in organized crime for some time, and she has sent to me to kill those people, but then obviously I did, so am I really that much better? I guess let's give her a chance. To be honest, I don't remember what happens with her. Like, you probably do receive some kind of a message about her or from her in Mass Effect 2. If this franchise has done anything right, is the amount of references to the previous games in the next game. Like, you really feel the game took notice of the stuff that you did. Like, you know, the legalist in me would like to say no, but that's a bit hypocritical because I've already been part to being a hitman for her, so it's a bit hypocritical to do it, and then when she wants to walk away from it, not even continue it, to arrest her anyway. Like, to be honest, if I were to do that, I should have arrested her when she first proposed it.
You're free to go. I don't ever want to see this gang again. If I do...
You won't. I'm not so foolish as to break my word to a Spectre. Now, if you'll excuse me, my men become nervous in the presence of law enforcement agents. Goodbye, Shepard.
Can I rob you before I go? Not that I need you, not that I need to be honest. And also it seems there's nothing really here. The gate doesn't even open. Although I've seen an upgrade kit somewhere. It's not really worth even the time to look for it, but my OCD compels me. Will you even care? You won't. I do wonder if I can change my mind. Like, if I started shooting at them, would it work? No. Okay, so I cannot change my mind. Because, to be honest, it has crossed my mind that maybe killing her would actually at the very least be more consistent when it comes to my morality. Because she is, you know, she was part of an organized crime group for who knows how long, and she seems to be, you know, disgusted at the prospect of the others practicing slavery and whatnot, so maybe they only practiced smuggling, which is a much more gray area to me, because I do generally believe in laws. I think laws, even if they are dumb, as long as they are not, you know, obviously infringing on human rights, like fundamental rights, I don't think you should break them just because you think they are dumb. You should advocate to have them changed through policy. But I do recognize that smuggling, most of the time, is much less harmful than some other things that you can do. Biotic fanatics. Okay, let's try this. Hades Gamma Cluster, Kakus system. Treyarmus is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with a powerful magnetic field. It's a popular discharge site for fighters working on the Anansi-Ishtar shipping route. It is popular enough, in fact, that Quarian ships can often be found loitering in the orbit, selling the freighter crews cheap refreshments, salvage and odd craftwork assembled by their children. There are no ships in the orbit at present, however. A large but low-density terrestrial world, Faringor is generally believed to consist mainly of water ice. Occasional upwelling of metals caused by the interacting tidal forces of several large moons suggests the core is small but extremely dense. Faringor has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of dark carbon-laced water ice. 10 years ago, Faringor's grim surface color and dim illumination drew the cinematographer Risa Uvarsen to film the exterior scenes of Starless on the location. Acknowledged as a masterpiece of gothic horror, the sets, well preserved by the vacuum, draw hundreds of tourists to the backwater system every year. Scans of the planet reveal several small deposits of polonium. Xamari is a small, airless, cratered terrestrial, a lifeless rock similar to Luna. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of silicates, though one hemisphere has several seas of dark basaltic rock. An enigmatic terrestrial planet, Zayarter has a hazy atmosphere of nitrogen and argon. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of calcium with deposits of sodium. 3 times in the last century, ships stopping to discharge at Treyarmus have reported geometric patterns of light on the dark side of Zayarter. Attempts at a closer inspection proved fruitless. The lights disappear when ships move to approach the inner system. Scans of the planet revealed large deposits of mercury. Chohe is a terrestrial planet whose surface is mainly composed of aluminium with numerous deposits of calcium. Though it has enough mass to retain a dense atmosphere, it is nearly a vacuum. The lack of an atmosphere allows a moderate average temperature, but the differences between night and day are extreme. The surface of the planet's sunward-facing side is usually covered by a haze of volatiles, mainly water vapor and carbon dioxide, which return to the ground as frost over the course of the long, cold night. The Sirta Foundation has established a research outpost to investigate the native subterranean life, which shows incredible resilience to extremes of heat and cold. While sifting through the pile of debris, you discovered another of Matriarch Delinga's writings. It's in bad shape, but most of it is still intact. It looks like someone has been living in this place. The small crate held some stale food, and one of the Matriarch Delinga's writings is still in fairly good condition, unlike the food. It's not clear who owns this container, but you discovered one of Matriarch Delinga's writings inside. Okay, it's kinda strange that they've been scattered all across the galaxy. Close to the transmitter, your comms pick up a recording of wistful string quartet. You power the system down. Whoever lived here, they haven't been back for a while. The crates are covered with chalky dust, and the status lights of the shack indicate its atmosphere ran out long ago. It's pretty weird that those writings are scattered all across the galaxy, and here there are three excerpts from it, all in one place. You've successfully surveyed a small deposit of plutonium. This person must have died while attempting to salvage the crashed satellite. Which I myself cannot even attempt to salvage, so I guess it has been salvaged by someone at some point. All in all, it was pretty weird to encounter just a group of humanoids standing there. Like, what they were even doing. Is this a treasure mole? Yes, it is. Okay. You've successfully surveyed a large deposit of mercury. Take down the terrorists, but remember to check your targets. The civilians are so addled by the drug, they'll wander right into the middle of a firefight. Yeah, it's actually kind of a cool idea for a mission. It feels very, it feels like a very good task for a hero, where you have to take down the bad guys, but at the same time, you have to make sure that none of the civilians die as a result of your actions.
Gotta make sure that.
Oh, that didn't quite work.
Someone give me a hand!
They come toward you to look at them. Have to look away. Keep moving and they can't steal your mouth.
You've cleared the facility. All of the civilians are safe, though they are still chattering to themselves and screaming at garbage cans. Evolution of humanity, huh? These biotics didn't seem that different from the other scum you deal with.
Where is... Did you see it? It was just here. So beautiful.
can't stop it. I can't stop it. It's all spinning away.
Okay, I think Shepard is broken. Yeah, he seems pretty broken to me.
If I don't hold still, it will all spill out, and then I won't be me anymore. I won't be me if it all spills out. I have to hold still.
Nodacrux system in the Maroon Sea cluster. Matano system in the Maroon Sea.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
I didn't think it could be done, Commander. You managed to secure the base and neutralize the biotics without a single civilian casualty.
Just doing my job, Admiral. I couldn't let innocent lives be lost.
I wish every soldier had your definition of just doing your job. You're a credit to the uniform, Shepard. We're in your debt. Fifth Fleet out.
Okay, so Maroon Sea. Where is that? A rather small hydrogen-helium gas giant, Patayon's atmosphere contains large quantities of chlorine. Scans of the planet revealed a strange unmanned vessel in the orbit. Tali brought it on board and determined it was Asari-made but very old. She discovered several ancient artifacts inside the vessel, including one of Matriarch Delinga's writings. The geological properties of Alco have been scanned from orbit, but little else is known about it. A fairly typical mixed outer system terrestrial of rock and ice, Alco has a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its crust is composed of silicates and water ice deposits of aluminium. Unregistered starship traffic has been recorded in the vicinity of this planet. Travel is not advised. Clomarthu has a reducing atmosphere of methane and nitrogen. The surface is hot and mainly composed of sodium, with deposits of uranium. In terms of size and orbit, Clomarthu is a virtual twin of Earth, but utterly lacks life.
Looks like we've got an active distress beacon on the planet below, Commander. No message, just a locator signal.
Nodacrux is a verdant world with abundant water, temperate climate and thick nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere and a rich ecosystem. It would seem perfect for life. The The relatively high percentage of oxygen makes humans feel energized and alive, though it also allowed insect analogues to grow to frightful sizes. Unfortunately, Nodacrux is a case of almost, not quite. Thunderstorms are as common as on Earth, but in Nodacrux's thicker oxygen-rich atmosphere, they are deafening and spark constant wildfires. More damning are the large ubiquitous tufts of pollen that float on the high-pressure air. In humans and other oxygen-breathing species, they cause several severe or lethal allergic reactions. Okay, so those are Thorian creepers, and it has been noted on Feros that some samples from the Thorian were sent to this planet, to Cerberus no less. Cerberus, they seem to be utterly unhinged and conducting a lot of reckless and brutal and dangerous medical experiments.
Let's get moving.
You've successfully surveyed a large deposit of gold. This escape pod is half buried in the material that has been washed down from the mountains. Though it has obviously been here for centuries, the computer still has power. Linking it with your hard suit, you recover a batch of files containing data of the Tracia colony. there are those alien creatures here, and one of them, I'm not sure if in this cluster, one of them is called a shifty looking cow, and it actually steals money from you. But I guess it's maybe in a different place on the planet. Oh, that was actually tougher than I thought it would be.
Rescuers? Oh, thank God. See? I told you somebody would come to investigate that signal. My name is Dr. Ross. chief exogeny researcher at this facility. We've been trapped in this room for days. We're almost out of food and water. You got here just in time.
I need to know what's going on. Why is this place crawling with Thorian creepers?
How do you know about the Thorian?
I know what exogeny was up to. I saw what they let the Thorian do to those colonists, so I destroyed it.
Our secret's out then. No point in my lying. You already know the worst. The creepers here were created using altered samples from the specimens on Feros. We discovered a way to turn them into docile, obedient servants. Everything was going fine until a few days ago. Then all the creepers suddenly went berserk. Only a handful of us made it back into the safety of this room.
Any idea why they turned on you?
Maybe there was still some kind of link between the creepers and the Thorian back on Feros. The Thorian was unlike any other life form we've ever studied. I can't explain how, but maybe when it died, it somehow set off the creepers here.
Why didn't you send a clear message asking for help? All we had was that signal from the emergency beacon.
This is a closed communications base. Exogeny was worried about someone on the project selling secrets to a rival firm or reporting our work to the authorities. We have no direct communication with the outside, only the emergency beacon. It sends a general distress signal to the Exogeny site on Feros. They're supposed to send a team to respond inside of 24 hours, but it sounds like they had problems of their own.
Any chance some of the other people at the base might still be alive?
I doubt it. Too many creepers out there. They never stood a chance. We're the only ones left.
I've heard all I need to.
Look, I know what we did here was wrong. I'll admit that. But it's over now. There's no sense reporting this to the authorities, right?
No. This is some, this is some Mengele level Unit 731 kind of stuff. Like, it's human experimentation that ends in absolute, torment and suffering. They are turning people into plant slaves. You're going down for that. Like, I'm not going to kill them, but I am going to, at the very least, report them.
You were in charge of this project. The safety of the staff was your responsibility. They trusted you, and you betrayed that trust.
Be reasonable. I didn't mean for this to happen. Besides, how does it help anyone if I end up in jail? Normally Exogeny would have my back, but it sounds like they're going to have their hands full cleaning up the mess on Feros. But I've got money. A nice little emergency fund I set up. It's yours if you let us go.
No.
The victims here deserve justice. I have to take you in.
That's not going to happen. Open fire. Open fire!
Exogeny's second-rate mercs proved to be no match for a trained Alliance Marine. With the lance of the science crew dead, there's no reason to linger here. Overall, it's actually pretty surprising that a bunch of corporate eggheads preferred death to prison. But then, for the level of fucked upness that was involved in what they were doing, they might very well have gotten a life imprisonment. Okay, this episode has been long enough, so I'm going to save and end it for now. Next time I'm going to wrap up the side quests and start Vermeer, but for now, that's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!